to original scene.
Can you hear me in my stream?
Let's find out.
Did I already try to make this jump? Okay, there we go. Now I could hear. That was weird. Earlier I couldn't hear it. That was odd. Oh my god, get up the frickin' stairs. Get up.
Barry. Oh.
I can't, right now.
Clerk with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Not right now. Okay, let's get back down for now. Loading screens. Am I right?
Loading screens, am I wrong? I finished Darkwood.
Oh, was it good?
On the stream, yeah.
Good.
I plan on streaming my hardcore runs. See if I can beat the game without dying.
I need to get a key from a person. Who am I getting the key from again?
A person.
Manager Garte should have the key, or Garrett, Gart, I don't know. No, I want to find the key. No, right here is where we enter.
Bless you.
Woo! Excuse me. Oh, hey, there's another person in here. This guy is still passed out drunk.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Who are you? It's all about money, you know, okay. No one that I care about, that's who you are.
I'm gonna get some honeycomb.
Sure, man. What exactly were you trying?
Damn,
I
your
gotta
feet
say,
thought we got away.
In the post-campaign stuff that they do at the end of at the end, where they like, explain what happens after.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because
Especially
I know
Caleb's.
you can't.
It hit me hard.
Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and
hit
the
Matt
broken
hard.
window. That's 100 square.
Oh, he was crying
Don't
at the
thank
end.
me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you up there. Now, what the hell did you want?
Not good.
I assume you wanted something to.
Alright, time to get some
Mine?
fucking
No,
honeycombs.
it belongs to the whirling in rags.
Thank you for clearing the debt. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with a...
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at it and find out.
Some callousitude. The poor... I agree.
Callous? What are you? Krasmazov?
I don't know who
Almost
that
all
is.
establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Doesn't even seem callous to guarding your leftovers from the poor.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist.
Okay.
He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Huh, interesting. I'm no Krasmazov.
You were, officer. Where were we?
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
And I need to talk to you about it.
What thing?
Sign said the mess hall's reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
This is true.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So about the money, Al.
Yes. Have you got it?
Actually, let's talk about something else.
What? I was really enjoying talking about
I saw
the money.
another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love...
Okay, never mind. There's nothing else to ask you.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. South,
you don't
maybe?
really know, do you?
I have only a
vague
black...
blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to exact street?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Thought gained. Lonesome long way home. Okay. Pay for the damages. Find out who's in the Union box. Lonesome long way home. Money.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goranci and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Goranci Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots.
Got some
in
impressive
turn.
pots though.
It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
This guy may like music then.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted,
Wow,
maybe.
a lot. I'm gonna try to push
The
on it.
door does not budge.
I wonder where this door
You do?
leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch, outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
There's a winch outside on the roof, like the smell. There's a winch outside on the roof, like the small all over. It's a part of Whirling and Rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Whatever you do, you may find something. You're right. There was a winch outside on the roof, like the small elevator.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
The door in the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, let's ask Garte about it. Or Gart, whatever his name is.
Can I help you?
There's another thing that we're
Another
like.
thing.
There's a
Great.
mysterious blue steel
look-
door in the back of the
Oh,
kitchen.
yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you have any idea what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not.
I think
convincing.
you'd like to know what's in there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay,
Yes?
goodbye. Find a way into the secret passage. Can we just bust it open with the crowbar? My character isn't super physically strong, but
You see a heavy steel door with the door does not. The old cobalt paint.
okay. No, we cannot. I feel like we should be able to act with that fridge. Now let's go open that dumpster. I hope we can find like a ladder somewhere to climb up the tree and cut the guy down. You know.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
First turn.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
Car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Is it connected to the case?
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
I think I got it. Let's follow the tracks. That same little girl? Yeah, it is. How do I follow the tracks? I can't see the tracks anymore, though.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately.
Okay. Those. Am I just dumb? Or can I really not find the tracks? Was right here? Right here. I guess it goes. I don't think it goes this way. What's this? Tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain almost washed them off. The roof of this car? Or house, not car?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Whenever Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone. That's funny. Come on, get up. There we go.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is
trying
eating a big
But you
sandwich.
keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
I did it.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. The
Feel the
cold
ball.
metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrated, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Okay, throwing the ball.
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak choice. I don't understand.
You vandalized our game, son. You can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Petanque?
Yes, petanque. You ruined our petanque game.
Ah! Ah! Lila! Hold on.
Take it easy,
What are you
Rene.
barking at?
This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Oh, Mom!
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You are as a goddamn bull.
Can you guys? Oh, and I have a murder result. Okay, I'll try to fix this.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven. The men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder.
Did the man hang in the backyard?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
Ah.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Okay. So again, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be a...
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Okay. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes.
Was there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Oh.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Okay. Did you use artillery fire? So maybe we can do this history lesson later.
Fine. What do you want now then?
I saw a statue of Felipe the
yes.
Third near the
King
roundabout.
Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this
These guys
country
seem to
can
have different
be under
opinions.
the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
So, what about the cocaine? Let's talk about something else.
Right.
Thank you for your time. What if I talk to him instead?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that...
René, it's a little pleasures. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Maybe you can help me with something else,
Of
though.
course, officer. I mean, I hope I can. What's on your mind? Let me think.
Really? You know absolutely
No,
nothing?
officer.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of...
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm not even anyone...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Are you a union member?
In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Not in the technical sense.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union. He doesn't know anything. Because...
Of course, I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally,
Oh,
he needs something written, and I happen to have a way... Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez, and how things are, and how they could be.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's coming
No, thank you. For being...
Bye for now. Okay, I learned a little bit from that. What was this? There's a purple thing pop up.
the sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
I can't ever remember his name. Look closer.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. They look pretty ancient.
Yeah, Kim, look, bullet holes. Points to the chip in the wall.
There? Those are old.
That was a good bowl of honeycombs.
Nice. What do you
These
mean
bullets
old?
were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago.
Huh?
They do not warrant investigation.
I'm talking
We should
about people in
focus
the
on
game.
present crimes. From the
That friggin' get on the truck. There we go. Are these the car tracks? I don't think they are. I think it's just a shadow. What do I do now? Oh, hey! There you go, found this.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
But anything that's minusing conceptualization? I think my conceptualization is high. It's only giving me conceptualization. Let me look at what my conceptualization is. 5, yeah, so that's pretty high. Even though that's that high, I can't
Just
figure out
an
what it is.
ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
I'm gonna come back to this because I have a feeling it is not just an ordinary wall. Hey, little girl.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slip?
Apparently,
She is
doesn't
weird.
like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
No, why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig.
Okay. What is this? A garden hose that won't be of use until the snow melts. Oh, we made it to this side. Nice. What's this? They're splattering bullet holes. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Let's talk to this guy.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Huh. Is it
It's the
quieter?
voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
He asks you
Like a
adjusting your
nervous
shirt.
cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your
My
name?
My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Looks like you've got a good view of the whirling backyard. Can you tell me anything about
I'd
the
even
hanging?
go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
That's a
Last
good
week?
question.
I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets, the old patio chairs, dead house plants, and all the neighbor
A
windows.
downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What
He
kind
was
of
my
friend?
Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
I'd even go...
We will...
Oh,
Wait, is someone else investigating the
Pretty sure I
no,
did.
not you.
And when?
Last week.
a downy?
You did...
What kind of friend? Okay.
My name?
That's
Oh.
No, of course not.
Okay, we'll talk
No.
later.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Fudge. I don't have this suggestion.
Good luck with the investigation.
I'm gonna have to talk to him more. Where'd he go? Up the stairs? Okay, I need to find a way to get up there. I'll find him.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right. So we should do
He
it.
could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Yeah, I
There has
agree.
to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I guess nothing's happening with that, huh?
a stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. There's a
Turn it
key
over.
beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. We'll just have to go in and see.
I like you, Kim. You're a good guy.
Yes?
Kitsuragi. That's the last name. I can never remember. Alrighty. That's what I was thinking, because it's like he didn't come in, and I was like, huh? Like, alrighty. Oh, not zoom in. That's up to the balcony. Don't want to go there quite yet. Glasses! Oh man, let's check. No, not pause. Let's put on these. Be looking fresh. Minus authority, but plus more logic. I don't have any authority anyways, baby. With cleansing chemicals. Fiction notices and missing pets. Okay. This is a well-off area, it seems. I'm not gonna knock on these doors yet. What am I supposed to do with these postcards? Am I supposed to, like, interact with them? Or are they just things I could sell? Oh, look at all you guys in the balcony. Foreclosure, Martinez Realty. Book 16 Days of Coldest April. Oh, see, I can interact with this one.
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Okay.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
A very long book.
Is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Look at the back of the cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
Start reading.
Cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature.
Okay.
As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
No.
You've made the right life choices today, sir.
I'll read more of the book later, when we have more time, when we're more free. So, well, looks like a winter gray. Yeah. Stuff. Nice. Grocery list on the table. Okay, I have to go around this way for that. Okay. Fido says a firing squad for the rich.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Thin walls?
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just wanted to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there.
Is he prostituting himself?
He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you.
It said Sunday.
We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
What am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
What can you tell me about Sydney?
Artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Why is there a hole in the wall?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Well, that's all, thanks.
Oh, no.
The mailbox is falling. Door 9 is locked.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. Sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
Knock again. This is the police.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
We do. We're friggin' whatever. We're investigating a murder that happened right outside this building. I feel like we'd have reason to talk to the tenants. You know? Right, Mom? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is this area. Oh, zoom out. That girl is up there. I might be able to go talk to her later. Not going on the balcony yet either, although it may lead to a different part of the balcony, so I guess I should. Police work is tough. Take breaks. Talk to strangers. Explore. I've been doing quite a lot of that. this is the part of the roof by Sydney. I assumed it would lead here. Ah, fudge. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Alright, let's do this. What? Where am I? Did I go in that door? How? I didn't even press X. I'm gonna go through a loading screen. Oh. Okay. I can't believe this character got his pride hurt by a kid throwing rocks at a dead body in a tree who's doing drugs. You know?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right, we're evolved.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
That's some clever
We ain't
cultural
seen
commentary.
nothing yet, piggy boo.
Okay, this is gonna go somewhere I probably don't want to go at the moment. Because I have to clear the whole bottom floor first, and, you know, it's a whole process. I didn't think it would let me in that door, I'm not gonna lie, that's why I pressed X. Okay, never mind, I'm a bit more intrigued by this area. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Sydney, that's what I was thinking. Pants! Electrochemistry reaction speed. I already have good reaction speed. Hold on a second. Am I able to, like... Oh, I could be holding the crowbar. Oh! That makes a lot more sense. Enough coal to last several winters. And the smell of chemicals. I'm guessing this is not going to be a good place to live. Because of your brain. It would hurt your brain. Huffing gasoline and other chemical smells 24/7. You know. So I get some good money here. They're gonna let me in? The door is locked. You can't get in. It did not let me in. Nope.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Has that been in the corner?
Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Really, you're mine?
Yes. I keep hoping the shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
It's not the nicest
It
place to
doesn't
live, but I
have
guess
to
it'll
do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Does anyone in a... Shoot, Piggy.
Catch you later. Look at door number 28. That's where the kid is at. Hi, Athena. Walking around a whole bunch. Oh, good little girl. Mm-hmm. Oh, tomorrow? Yeah. Big brain. I have a big brain.
You hear someone walking around. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Very low. Tool not in hand. I can...
No reply. No reply.
Leave.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Flamboyant poster of a white star.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the press reads Kraz Marzov.
What's the
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Revolutionists love to pose with their guns, apparently. Check it. Conceptualization. Ooh, give me that. Because that is better than I believe this. I don't know what that gives me, but I know I'm... probably should dump more into the stats I actually have a lot of.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazar. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world. and at the same time above it.
Okay, why white?
Because white is the color of peace. Okay. Nothing at all yet. Right now is...
Yes?
Leave. Okay. There's a balcony. Old shoe rack, boots, sneaker, and old slippers. Rumble comes within. Oh, this one just opens. Oh, it's a bathroom. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Oh. Family, likely then, right? Okay, let's head to the balcony. Can shift just a little. Someone's washing from within. Okay. The beaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Put it here right now. Morale, physique, well, I don't think I'm ever going to use that. Nice. Rosemary, thyme, and a cactus.
This door is made
28.
of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Why can't it just say 9 p.m. instead of 21? I don't get it. Sounds good.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Voices from within, singing along to the buoyant dance track. Okay. Looks like we're getting out of here. Exit time. I need to level up so I can put up in that one thing and then take off my pants and shoes so I can make the jump. You know what I'm saying? C'est bien bon. Alright. Wrong button again. Let's go open the one thing. Let's take this thing out of my hand. Get the heck?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open.
Ooh.
It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's that?
Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Open
the
the lid.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
What's the time?
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Looking at the box
You
of
see
carton.
milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Still what?
No,
Concentrating?
searching for evidence in the trash.
Okay.
A box
That's
falls
alright,
into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick up
Among the
reds.
threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered
Incredible.
jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. Are these the victim's clothes? The smell is not nearly as bad as the cadaver. These clothes could not have been in contact with the deceased for more than 2 days after his death.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
So someone came to remove.
Drop them in here, officer.
You mean these came from no more than 2 days after his death?
Yes. I think the clothes were taken off to get to that armor he wore, then discarded. They must have stripped him of it fast too, the scavengers, in a matter of days. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt.
Yeah?
A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Okay.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ew.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of red-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
So I'll tell him mug, that's all.
Alright. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the
I think
trash.
someone...
It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay. Proceed.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Okay.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
There's a 4-boy I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. No, someone from the whirling food. I don't know, I'm boring. We need to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. It must have been cramping my style.
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic cabbage of copy paper and plastic ever become très disco? Challenge accepted. You should be on the lookout for stylistic elements that elevate this cabbage to heights unforeseeable.
Alright, seems a good area right after the garbage. Of course? I don't know. Sure,
Good
why not?
choice. Soggy carton and some kind of food sludge welcome you back, invitingly.
Officer, this is sensitive information. You need to take this seriously.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
He looks at the mug and returns his sight to the
You've
trash.
acquired an interactable item.
Close the lid.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Alrighty, and then I could level up as whatever. What was it? What did I need? Savior Fray? Is that what it was? It was. And then I'm gonna go do the thing. So I'm going to take off my shoes and pants to jump. Damaged ledger. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark. made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
So, what kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Information. How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard,
the
they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There is mention of a naming convention.
Yes,
yeah.
It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
And they're in capital letters?
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare Article 3 collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
I mean a non-numeric one.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Count the pages. I have to open official cases.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Have you had a chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
I don't have one.
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Go ahead.
The Hanged Man.
Solid name.
Thank you. I think so too. Good and normal. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
That's it?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
That was all from inspecting the clip? Oh dear. Browse the case files again.
Petty theft, spousal abuse.
I'm done.
You don't exactly close them.
Can I read the case
so
files
much as
now?
Distance it's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt.
I failed. I had an 83% chance of winning. Are you serious? What? That's mean.
Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconducts. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Okay, enough of these.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear.
Put the ledger away. Okay, the racist mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
In the face of every merchant I can find, tell him this is your inane. This mug will be useful by denouncing it. I can earn political capital to mask my badass I was lying. No, the mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just funny line. Can't anyone laugh anymore? This mug is an example of prejudice.
It was in the trash.
Okay. First, get the camera and turn on the lights, which I was gonna do. You and your conservation skill decide the style paperwork will be close on, but be on the lookout. But no, this will take time. Ask Kuno if he knows anything. Ask Garte if he knows anything. I'm not gonna ask Kuno just yet.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
Thought complete.
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Who's Joyce? Was she the girl we saw in the beginning? let's go make this jump. Baby. Hey, did you take your bath? Okay, just making sure. Right, David?
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Yawns.
Yawn.
I'm about to make the jump of a lifetime, Mom. It's not really that hard of a jump to do. I just failed it last time because I had restricting pants. This was a very European production because it, like, tire was spelled with Y, and all the people are French or English accents. Or South African. It might be South African too. But definitely French and English. And they spell things with Y instead of an I. Ah, my phone. Okay, it's time to go for this
The
jump.
tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Let's go, baby! Did I do it?
As you
I
leave
did
the
it!
air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
I'm not gonna close my eyes.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
First of all, let's put my shoes and pants back on. Ooh, that's better than I got, right? Because it doesn't minus anything, if I'm correct. Well, mine also doesn't gives me. This gives me 2 things and stuff I'm not as good at, so whatever. I think we're somewhere we're not supposed to be. Not like in the sense of the game, but in the sense of the people around us probably don't want us to be there, you know? I feel like this would be a game where it's hard to get, like, out of the play area. I feel like that wouldn't happen in this kind of game. This is an interesting looking room, if I do say so myself.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Here's emitting a strange buzzing sound. Giant aspirant. That is funny. Take the book. La Fume. Oh, we got some cool looking glasses. Plus logic minus authority. These give me plus visual calculus, less drama. Well, I want the drama, because I want to be able to detect lies. Standard office file cabinet. Drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Stewie typewriter, the model name on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written on the top of the flyers. At the bottom, the union says demand democracy. Pass card. So you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Yep.
Yes?
Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Someone indeed is. Green machines and white pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Bottles of empty Commodore Red. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Someone is drinking and smoking right here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order.
Leave the picture
Let's get
alone.
going. The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Okay, last way to go is right here. feeling I should quick save.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
Let's leave it be for now. Shipyard is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Speaker tower sound. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Show-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as it goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ruby,
oh, yes.
right?
Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pines livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Looks like this is a massive redecorating operation.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the
No,
colors?
not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
What is underneath these red covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Thanks, Leo. You've
Oh,
been
no
helpful.
trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone?
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is.
Food,
and
glorious
is guarding the
food.
gate. Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation for a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
What did they
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not gonna be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow. Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No. He already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point.
Do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellet. But everyone calls me Leo.
Little man raises his hand.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
This
But
guy
I
has a
can't listen to the radio all the time.
voice.
There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on. Who is this Miss Bell, whatever thingy?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job around
this
here,
place
Leo.
really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright. Oh, that one.
What's in that
That
container?
should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Looking for the leader of the
Oh,
dock
you want
works.
Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, I'm
Bye-bye
off.
now.
Have a good time doing whatever you're doing, Leo. Smells like blood. That's not good. Oh yeah. I got some gloves now, baby. Oh man, I think I'm gonna get off for a little bit once I get out of this loading screen.
You bastard.
I'm sorry. Alright, I'm gonna save game. I'll go back to this later. Let's overwrite this one. Alright. See you later, David. And Ash. I hope you have fun at work, Ash.